What up, peeps? KgDrifty's in the building. I'm here to bring you guys some Last of Us tips and strategies. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 best ways on how to become better in multiplayer. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. Now, starting off with the very first tip, and that is teamwork. Obviously, in any team-based games, you need to have teamwork, and Last of Us is one of the biggest, most necessity game that you need to have teamwork in. That didn't really make any sense, but you need teamwork in Last of Us. You need teamwork in order to win the Last of Us, since Last of Us is a live-based game. And if you end up going by yourself and not coming around with your teammate or having good communication skills, then it's going to be easy that you guys are going to get wiped off. You're going to lose a lot of lives. Unless if you're like a real dope Last of Us player, you know how to clutch and stuff like that. But teamwork is a big necessity in the multiplayer. You're going to have to have communication. You need to stay with your team at all times. In Last of Us, a lot of people tend to jump people in the multiplayer. I don't know why they end up doing that, but when you're with your team, you kind of lower the risk of dealing with that. And then depending on how good the team is, sometimes they can knock down the team. But teamwork and communication is very, very, very important, because you're going to need to call out and things like that. So always keep in mind to make sure that you have a good team, and make sure that you do have a mic. And just, even if you don't have a mic, try to communicate the best way you can. Even though people can be a little bit hard-headed and just waste their lives because they're noobs, you got to be patient and always stick with your team. Because like I said before, teamwork is going to help you. It's going to help you out in the multiplayer, and it's going to keep you going. And like on top of that, you have a higher chance of winning. So always keep in mind of that. Now, going on with the second tip, and that is stealth. Stealth is a big role in The Last of Us. Reason why, because if you always running around the whole map all the time, people can see you on the radar. And on top of that, if they're using listening mode, they can use listening mode and get you on, and also see you in listening mode. That's if you have convert train. If you have convert train in 3, then they won't see you. But I think if you end up running, they'll probably be able to see you. But stealth is a big thing. And especially with the audio in Last of Us, it's pretty decent. And you can hear footsteps from a mile away, depending on if they don't have a perk that limits the walking noises. But being able to have good stealth and being able to use stealth in Last of Us is a very good benefit, and it's going to help you out a lot in the long run. So make sure that you always stay crouched, and if you end up doing one to run, just try to walk around, because that will usually help you out in the long run, and people won't really see you on the radar as much. Now, last but not least is the third tip, and that is using the camera. I cannot stress this enough. Camera is the biggest thing in Last of Us. It helps you out with tons of line of sight spots. And on top of that, you don't even have to move your character in order to see where enemies are at, because for some reason, Last of Us is a very buggy type of game. I don't know why. So even if you're behind the surface, you peek out for a little bit, they still can hit you, even though you went behind the cover. But using the camera you have such an advantage over all the players, because you know what to do, you know where they're at, and you know what type of scenario that you need to do to combat that. So I highly suggest using the camera to the best of your abilities when you're playing Last of Us, for all your lines of sight. If you need to look over a wall, a barrier, if you need to look through some cracks and crannies, the camera is your best friend, and it will help you out a lot, especially when you're trying to call out. It will increases your chance by so much, and it'll help you get more wins in The Last of Us. So make sure that you guys use the camera. And if any of you guys do know, I do have a line of sight spot on The Last of Us on Buzz Depot. I will be making more line of sight spots for you guys, but you can watch that video. It will be in the description below, and on top of that, it will be at the top of the screen. But you can check that video out, and it will give you a guidance on how the camera works and how useful the camera can be in The Last of Us, especially when you're trying to look through lines of sight, or you're trying to look over walls and things like that. It's definitely very helpful. So I make sure you guys check that out. I'm telling you, it's a perfect example on why the camera will be the best thing that you can do. But there you guys have it. Those are the 3 tips that I have for you guys in The Last One on how to get better. If I missed any other tips, comment below, let me know. And any other Last of Us videos that you guys want me to go through, I will do so. Just let me know, and I will get on it right away. Just tell me what you guys want to see. It's been such a long time since I posted up any videos on my channel. I know I've been a little bit lazy, not gonna lie. And on top of that, I don't know what type of content to post, but I'm gonna bring a lot more to you guys. I am gonna be dropping some Modern Warfare Alpha beta gameplay, so make sure you guys check that out. Well, the alpha, and then I'm also gonna be dropping some beta gameplay. So Modern Warfare is gonna be cracking in Call of Duty. So make sure you guys check that out for all my COD fans out there. But there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give the video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe if you haven't already if you want to see more great dope content. I'm going to become better. I'm going to be bringing you guys better and doper content. But I hope you guys enjoy it. More great videos coming soon, and I'll see y'all in the next one.